Hey guys and girls, Social Tech Help 1 here today, and you'll have to forgive my voice. I'm recovering from a cold, which is one reason I haven't been making videos recently. But today I'm just going to show you guys a quick bit on just things you can do with your email. This is specifically is with Gmail, although I'm sure most email carriers, if not all, have similar functions. So I'm going to show you guys a little bit about labels, how to create filters for your inbox, and also I'm going to show you a bit about Google Labs as well, which is essentially a beta testing program that Gmail uses to kind of add more functionality to your Gmail account. Alright, so first we're going to do labels. Alright, so what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to click on one mail from whichever whichever mailer, whichever sender you want to attach a label to. So in this case, we'll do Tumblr. So I'm going to click on Tumblr, and then you're going to come up here to Labels, and we're going to create new, and we'll just call it Tumblr, and we'll hit Create. Alright, so that's the basics on how to create labels. Next, we'll go ahead and do filters, and just for the sake of it, we'll use Dropbox. Alright, so you're going to want to select one of the a mail from a sender, one of the mails from the sender that you want to filter, and you're going to tick it, and then you're going to go up to More, and then you're going to go to Filter Messages like these. And there's different ways you can filter. You can filter your from messages. You can filter your sent mail as well. You can filter subject and by has the words, or doesn't have, or has attachment. I always use from just because it's, or to, because they're the most precise. Everything else, you just run a risk of having something miscategorized. So that's basically the deal on that. You're going to come down here and hit Create Filter with this search, and apply label, and we'll go ahead and create a new label as well. You don't have to create a new label if you have one you want to already, or if you already have one you want to put it into. So we'll just do Dropbox, and then there's different things you can do with it. I'm going to skip the inbox, and I do this for a couple of reasons. I do it, one, because my Gmail is linked with my phone, and especially for things like social media, if it's not something you want to get notifications about constantly all day long every day, it's good to skip the inbox. That way, you know, it just gives you a bit of peace and quiet. And you can edit these too whenever you need to, if you want to start receiving those in your inbox again. But so I skip the inbox, and that's basically all I do to it. Another thing you can do is forward it. I actually use that for maybe say other email accounts that I don't really check anymore, just to kind of reroute the important things. Or not only that, like things if I need to send to a teammate or a client, forwarding is a good way to do that as well. And this send canned response is actually a Google Lab application, which I'll go more into Google Lab later. But we'll go ahead and finish filters. Whoa, what just happened? Alright, well, we'll go to More. Oh, okay, so these are all on the Tumblr. Create filter, apply label, Dropbox, and we'll go ahead and click also apply filter to 7 matching conversations, and we'll create. And what that's going to do when we come down to our Dropbox is it's going to have put all First of all, I miscategorized that, so that's a mistake. But it's going to have to put all the Dropbox notifications from that particular sender into this label. Sometimes, say a social media site or just whatever you're subscribed to in your email accounts, they may have more than one address that they send notifications from. So that's something you need to pay attention to. One thing that's big, for instance, is the support for websites usually use a separate email than the notification emails. So that's something to take into consideration when you're building these. If you want to keep everything, in one place from a certain account. And that's essentially filters, guys. Just a quick thing too, which I don't know how new this is. I don't remember it, but if you have a Google Plus account and someone interacts with your page, you can actually come over here, and if you see this G Plus right here, you can click on it, and it brings up a summary of however they interacted with your page. And for instance, you can add, it changes depending on what the action was. Like these people added me to a circle, so we'll go ahead and add them. We'll take care of that later though. So that's just another quick thing too. It's a nice thing. I'm not extremely familiar with Google Plus. I'm definitely going to be making videos on that in the near future. So if you want those, definitely stay tuned. Moving on though, we'll go ahead and go to settings, or themes, excuse me. And that's where you're going to find, first of all, how to change this background. So we'll change it to Pebbles just for demonstration purposes. And then you can also check your labels and kind of manage those, and your inbox as well. And different, you can manage different things. Your filters, forwarding, so on and so forth. And then when you get over here to labs, it's one of the most interesting things. You have an option to add, well, first of all, there's a preface that says this is a testing ground for experimental features that aren't quite ready for prime time. They may change, break, or disappear at any time. So just a nice little disclaimer there. But there's all kinds of things, like for instance, what I have enabled is the canned responses, like we talked about earlier. Flickr previews in my mail. I'm not a huge Flickr user yet either, but I will be in the future, and so I kind of just wanted to go ahead and try that out. Google Calendar Gadget, which you can actually see right here. And one of my favorites is a Google Doc Gadget, which is actually being temperamental at the moment. But it's right here. It's not wanting to load. And I don't know why. And then there's other things as well. I would definitely recommend you check it out for yourself and see, what suits your purposes and what doesn't. And make sure too, when you do anything, you come down to the very bottom and you hit Save Changes. Otherwise, what you did will not be, like for instance, we'll turn on Yelp. I don't have a Yelp account, but we'll enable that and then Save Changes. If you don't save changes, it won't be enabled. So keep that in mind. And guys, that's been essentially the video on a couple quick tips and tricks you can do with your Gmail account. If you have any questions, please leave a comment down below. If this video was helpful to you, please hit the like button. It helps a ton. You can also share and favorite this video as well. And if you're interested in learning more, definitely hit the subscribe button, because I'm going to continuously produce helpful content and things like website reviews, social media marketing tips and tricks, etc., etc. If you do anything on the internet, you should subscribe, because chances are some of the content that I produce will definitely be useful. And anyways, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end the video. Yeah, like I said, subscribe, and